What was your relationship with math growing up? Were you fans of it? Was it the villain for you?
I failed grade 9 math, and I had to go to summer school, so it's not the biggest thing, but
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, I didn't fail math.
Yeah, he was actually.
But I worked incredibly hard to get a B. But my big brother did fail math.
Oh, really?
And he had to, he's gonna hate me for that, but it was one of those sibling rivalry moments where one of the very few moments where I got the W on him. So I enjoyed that. But yeah, no, apart from that, that was basically my own relationship to math.
Leo, Quintessa, how are you both doing?
Good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. How are you guys?
We are doing so wonderful. Thank you both so much for sharing your time with us today. This is such a wonderful way to start the year with this series. But we have to know for both of you, getting right into it, math is obviously such a huge part of this show. And we'd love to know, what was your relationship with math growing up? Were you fans of it? Was it the villain for you?
I failed grade 9 math, and I had to go to summer school, so it's not the biggest thing, but
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, I didn't fail math.
Yeah, he was actually.
But I worked incredibly hard to get a B. But my big brother did fail math.
Oh, really?
And he had to, he's gonna hate me for that, but it was one of those sibling rivalry moments where one of the very few moments where I got the W on him. So I enjoyed that. But yeah, no, apart from that, that was basically my own relationship to math.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to hear you mention summer school because I too went to summer school for specifically math. And as I got older in high school, I unfortunately stopped going, which I don't recommend, to anyone. But for me, my focus mainly was on the arts. I went to 2 schools throughout my high school career, which was one was regular school and the other was all performing arts. So my focus was much more on that side. I had that luxury, I guess.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully the show has helped you both, come to terms more with math as the idea and seeing its power, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's about to steal your answer about posing question, but no.
Tell them.
I'm gonna save it for the right moment. I found it very interesting and exciting to see the potential of someone who is a maths genius actually becoming the most sort of dangerous guy in the world. It was a big idea, but I think they pulled it off.
Yeah. Because when I first found out about the project, I was like, oh, okay, fantasy. And I was like, oh, wait, this is a real thing that exists.
When did the aliens come in?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's powerful.
Now, Leo, Edward has such an incredible transition in the series from being a brilliant mind in his own world to being wanted by the whole world. What was it like going on that journey with him?
Stressful, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, basically the entirety of the series, he's looking over his shoulder. I love the way that he goes from someone who only cares about his work and doesn't care about the repercussions to someone who, is just the complete opposite. It's a real arc, and yeah, I just do a lot of running, man. I got fit during that.
I noticed that. A lot of running.
That's so funny.
Burn some calories.
Quintessa, for yourself, I think the idea of surveillance is something that is very prevalent and very relevant to today. I'm curious, when you were doing your research for the show, was there anything that you learned about modern day surveillance that kind of scared the shit out of you a little bit?
I mean, there was not that I learned, but rather I think for me, it was an experience of, just experiencing surveillance. So now that the question was kind of posed of you're surveilled, way more than you think. I started walking around and realizing, I'm on the side of the street and there's one camera, there's another. Oh, and in my community, they just put up this one thing where it has 5 at the top, so it can see everywhere. And so that also made me curious about how some communities are surveilled way more than others, especially as it pertains to cities in the States. So it made me more conscientious of that and curious to find out more. And I think something that Leo was going to say is is that like what makes our show special is because it really poses that question for its audience to, you know, think about accountability as it pertains to tech, and just being cognizant of surveillance and, you know, posing the question for people to like talk about. So, which he had come up with that. Yeah,
That's a lie.
It's agreeing.
I was fully about to steal that answer and not be able to say it as articulately as you just did.
I think what you said is so true, and especially going into the rest of this year to see what that's going to look like. It's going to be very interesting to see. But again, congratulations on the show, and thank you both so much. And we hope we get to talk to you both down the road.
Likewise.
Thank you guys
Cheers,
so
guys.
much.